mondo.
Ciao mondo, hello world, hola mundo, hello mom, konnichiwa, ni hao, namaste. Again, we are here in Asiago, Italy, after the International Vicenza Conference at the 36th ADQI conference that this year is dealing with the interface between extracorporeal lung support and CRRT, fluid management, and AKI in a very complex set of patients, including adult and pediatrics and even neonates. And we're here now with Professor Sean Bagshaw from Edmonton that will tell us what is your group doing, what is the title of your work group, and what are the main highlights?
Yeah, our work group is focused on some of the unique technical considerations that are required when you are looking to offer CRRT therapy during ECMO for patients who obviously who are very sick with multi-organ dysfunction. And so some of our group is focused on understanding what are the technical considerations. How do we configure circuits together or in separately, and how do we monitor the performance of the circuits independently, and what tools do we use to make sure that we're providing safe and effective combined CRRT in patients receiving ECMO.
And you include in your analysis hemoabsorption and other extracorporeal blood purification therapies?
Those are considerations, but we haven't detailed that specifically in our work group. Another work group is working on the extracorporeal blood purification techniques, things like therapeutic plasmapheresis or other sort of hemoperfusion cartridges. But our group is really just talking about some of the technical bits and how we can do it safely and most effectively.
Now I have a $1 million question, which is, do you think that in the near future we will have machines that will integrate everything so that we don't need to combine therapies, but we simply go for a therapy that is already set up for this purpose?
I think you have one platform that has modular additions that come on and off it would be a real innovation for critical care and care for patients who have multi-organ dysfunction. I think what we really need to enable that innovation and progress is we need brilliant Italian thinkers who are looking to spend another several years inventing such technology. Do you know any of those people, Claudio?
Oh, some of them.
Yes.
Some of them. No, at the end of the story, I think that we really need also to increase the awareness in the medical specialists and possibly create a new generation of specialists that are particularly expert in both aspects, right?
And I think you're right, because one of the things that is important for us to recognize is that as soon as you add CRT into an ECMO circuit, you increase the complexity, you increase the potential risk for complications, and so there's not a lot of literature that's really looked at that. And I think it's important for us to think about how do we make sure that we prepare institutions with policies and procedures that guide the consistency of how they do it. How do we educate our spectrum of healthcare professionals who are going to offer this combined therapy, and what kinds of things do we need to measure, right, and report to know that we're doing it safely and effectively. And so those are things that I think at baseline we need to probably ensure as institutions gain experience with these technologies.
How would you summarize the main message of your group?
I think the main message of our group is that this is really forward thinking in the sense that I think there's more people who are critically ill with multi-organ dysfunction who are going to require these combined therapies. So our group wants to make sure that institutions are prepared, they feel confident, they gain experience, and they have the tools to be able to do it safe and effectively.
And thank you for joining today Cappuccino from Asiago, Italy, 36 ADQI conference, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Excellent.